Hello and welcome back to another speed build. Today I am renovating the Goth mansion, and by renovating I mean completely bulldozing it and rebuilding it. I also skipped the shell and the roof building portion of the house because it seems like everyone tends to skip those parts, so I'm just jumping straight into exterior and interior and all that good stuff. Do you have a preference? Because looking at my analytics, a lot of people do skip it. Do you like to see the shell building and the roof building? I don't know. Let me know what you prefer, because that may or may not influence me. For the Goth mansion, I wanted to do an older Victorian looking house, and I'll throw up. I'll put my inspiration on the screen for you guys to see what I was looking at. I took that house and turned it just completely Gothic looking, which makes sense because the Goths. I thought it would be really fun to give the Goths a mansion that they deserve, because their mansion I didn't think was too hot. Yeah, so I redid it. And one of the cool things about this part that I did off camera, I actually took all of their furniture that was originally in the mansion and put that all in their inventory so I could potentially save them money. And I still buy new furniture too, and I end up kind of using the mother lode or the caching cheat. I use one of those because they needed a little bit of extra money, and I decided I didn't care. They can have some extra money. This is all base game as well, so that part's exciting. You know, this is originally a base game family, a base game house, and I wanted to keep it that way just in case you only have base game. I wanted you to still be able to play in it and enjoy it. Which, fun fact, whenever I first uploaded this to the gallery, like probably a month and a half ago, because this has been done, it's just been on the back burner. But whenever I first uploaded it to the gallery, I accidentally used one photo from Get Together, and I was like, base game only. And then I went back just to double check the post because I like to do that for some reason. And it was like, use this stuff from this pack. I was like, what? I was so worried that it was going to be some big ordeal. Nope, it was just one photo. And I was like, oh, delete. I don't care. Also, this floor plan, it was so annoying to figure out. I sat here probably for an hour or two, I don't know, just trying to figure out, first off, the foyer. That was a pain. Making the stairs fit, but also having that open thing to the second floor. And then, in case you didn't notice, the roof was also glitching through, or the trim, something was glitching through. I was losing my mind doing this freaking house, but I think it turns out beautiful. Oh, another thing that I wanted to do for this house, I toned down the reds, I think a pretty good bit, because originally, I'm pretty sure there's like a lot of red, and I was like, no, I want this house to be primarily black and just really, really dark with flavors of red. Just a little bit of, you know, little bit of cayenne pepper on that thing, or paprika. So I was just doing a little bit of red because that's like, you know, the goth colored black and red. I just thought it would be better to have a creepier, dark looking Victorian house. Oh my gosh, so one annoying thing on this was I had placed all of the windows, and then I think I was looking at the inside or the outside, something. All the windows were placed either too high or too low. I had to redo all of the windows, like moving them up and down, and it was so annoying. I feel like I'm just always annoyed at this game because it's The Sims, but I love this game so much. We have a love-hate relationship, dare I say, except for it's unrequited. The Sims is a video game, so it doesn't have any sort of feelings back to me. I just feel strongly about it. You know what I mean? Another thing that I really like about this house is that you can just play in it. It doesn't have to be for the Goths. It can just be a dark mansion that you put in Forgotten Hollow, because it would be fun for vampires to play in. Or, I mean, obviously your vampires don't have to live there, but it could be a very good vampire home. You could renovate it and make it not Gothic. I think that would be really fun because I feel like the base of the house is there, and I think it looks really solid. Oh my god, a pink. Imagine it like completely pink. That would be so pretty. This kitchen is way too big, but in like the best way. This isn't the largest kitchen I've built. I've built a larger one in my bachelor mansion speed build, which I'll link it up there for you. But this kitchen is huge. Not to mention there's a butler's pantry. I think that's the right terminology. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. There's a butler pantry with more counters and a fridge. And that pantry right there is the size of some of my other kitchens that I've had in other smaller houses. So yeah, there's a lot of kitchen in this house, which I love. And there's a breakfast nook and a formal dining room. Except for it's kind of weird. The formal dining room, it's that bay window type area in the front of the house, and you have to walk through the living room with your plate of food, and I always feel like that's awkward. Is that realistic? I don't know. No, I don't think you typically walk through living rooms to get to your dining room. It's The Sims. Let's be honest. They're going to sit down at their couch or, you know, upstairs in the freaking bathroom or somewhere weird to eat, which, if you think about it, is kind of realistic, at least for me. Every time I get a plate of food, I don't eat in the kitchen. I normally don't eat downstairs. I say kitchen because my dining table's in the kitchen. I don't eat downstairs in my living room at the couch. I walk all the way upstairs, sit down at my desk, and eat. I don't even play on my computer. I just sit here at my desk and eat. 5 minutes later, take my plate and walk it back downstairs. Seriously, I don't know why. I am a sim. I'm an NPC. Oh my God, I'm an NPC. I'm an NPC, aren't I? Anyways, yeah, am I the only person who does that? You just have your one place that you like to sit and eat at for no reason whatsoever. It's just, I think, something comfortable about this area. I don't know. I've been talking about this for way too long. Whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm a weirdo. Do I have any fun stories for you guys? No, I'm not a fun person. I just work and I play video games. Yeah, that's all I do. I've recently started getting into TikTok because previously I was like, no, I hate TikTok. I never want to use it because I'm oftentimes the person who likes to hate things because it's mainstream for the sake of hate, like Cracker Barrel. Oh my God. But okay, no, I actually do hate Cracker Barrel. I hate that restaurant. But I also feel like, what if I hate it because it's a trend to hate it? Because it's so, I don't know. This is one weird commentary I've got going on here. I don't know what's going on. Oh my God. Because now that I'm like actually getting into it and I've got my For You page really catered to me, I really like it. Honestly, my favorite social media platform is Pinterest. I think the most used Pinterest board I have is probably my hair Pinterest board. Maybe art. I don't know. Oh my God, I just love Pinterest. It makes me so happy. What also makes me very happy is this house. Let's take a look at the speed build again, instead of rambling on for the next 10 minutes. Oh, actually, no, I kind of want to keep rambling. So, fun fact about me, I work for a local phone company, and I'm not a professional voice actor, but sometimes my voice is used in the recordings for whenever you call a business. You know, like whenever you call Walmart or, the credit card company, and they're like, thank you for calling, blah, blah, blah. If you would like to speak to a customer service representative, press 1. To speak with sales, press 2. Yeah, I do those. That's not my only job at work, but that's just part of the description. So it's always fun that I get to use my voice in companies. And they're like pretty much all local companies that have my voice, but it's still really fun. That's my biggest flex. Professional voice actor. I do like to talk in my recording voice though. It's fun. So my favorite thing about this house is Alexander. That's his name, right? The little goth. Alexander's little hideout upstairs. I gave him a ladder in his room and I was like, let's give him a little playroom area because technically I think the goth's house has 3 floors, so this is their 3rd floor. It's Alexander's playroom, and I wanted it to be almost a transitional space for him where it has like some little kid toys but also a desk. And did I put a computer in here? Yes, evidently I did. I wanted it to feel transitional, you know, little kid kind of becoming a tween, and I just really like that area. I feel like it's pretty special. For the landscaping, I wanted it to be not messy but also not perfect. I don't know, not overgrown. I don't know the word, like a balance between overgrown and manicured. That's a good description, I think. Yeah, we'll go with that. So I put all these bushes and flowers and then I outlined it with the little fence because sometimes I think that's a nice way to add structure to your landscaping. So that's why I did that, and I thought it just added a nice touch to make it look more intentional and more manicured. I don't always do that, but it just looks more like a flower garden type situation. For some reason, I did use a ton of because it's base game. That's why I used a bunch of debug plants, because base game doesn't really give you many options in terms of other plants, if I remember correctly. Now it is time to look at the final house. This is the outside. I love the way it turned out. I think it did a good job of mimicking the shape and the facade of the original inspiration that I was looking at, so I'm pretty happy about that. If we look at the inside, we have this beautiful foyer entryway with our staircase. I love the way this staircase shapes the room. And then for the living room, we have this big built-in with their piano and their chess table. And then we have our formal dining room that our Sims will never use because this game hates us and doesn't want us to do that. This is our big, beautiful kitchen. I love this kitchen. Even though it's huge, it doesn't feel too big. I think it's because of the way the kitchen wraps around the wall and then has a big island to take up a bunch of space. So I think that works out pretty well. Oh, that's our downstairs guest bathroom. We don't talk about it. It's pretty sad and boring. Then here's the overview of the floor plan, which I think works out pretty well in terms of the flow. We have our 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms upstairs. Everyone has their own ensuite situation, which I think makes sense for the family, because if you are rich and live in a mansion, I don't feel like it's a mansion, but if you're rich and live in a mansion, I feel like you should naturally have your own bathroom. That's pretty much the entire build. Let me know, did you like this commentary better where I just kind of ramble about nothing, or do you prefer if I sit here and talk about the build actively? I'm definitely open to suggestions and I would love to hear what you have to say about that. Also, if you're in the mood for another speed build, here's the playlist for you to go check one out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.